Hi, and welcome to episode 70 of the Cat Lady podcast. My name is Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's two T's, C-A-T-T, craft all the things. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. It is, and I don't do this very often, but it's October. Of course, I don't know what day today is. It's 11th? October 11th or 10th? 10th. I think it's the 10th. It's October 10th, 2017. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't tuned in before, welcome. I'm a mainly knitting, spinning podcast, but do delve into other crafts like fiber preparation and crocheting and some sewing. I'll have some Halloween project stuff to show later too, so just general craft all the things kind of thing. But my main target is knitting and spinning, so thanks for joining me. You can find me on the interwebs as The Cat Lady or on YouTube as Crafty Cat Lady. So if you like what you see, subscribe to my videos and yeah, follow me on Facebook, Ravelry, Instagram. I try to do some giveaways here and there. I do have a giveaway going on right now that we have a winner for. So again, tune in to usually Ravelry and Instagram are where I do a lot of the things, giveaways and stuff. So. Well, we will jump into podcast news. I do have a giveaway right now that is... Oh, did not close the thread, so I need to do that as soon as I'm off this. But the giveaway is over. I have drawn a winner in advance, so I will announce the winner. The winner is Victoria Jean. So she has won the Turnback Hat by Brandy Miller, so I'll be sending you that pattern later today when I get a chance to. And in other pattern news, the Twinsies shawl is live. That is technically, it's not my first pattern design. It's my first paid-for pattern for shawl. There's a picture of it. And so you can find that now live on Ravelry. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get this up in time, but it is half off until 3 o'clock this afternoon, Eastern Time. But again, I don't know when this is going to get posted. So, but if it is by chance up by 3 o'clock, which I would hope, but considering it's only 9 o'clock right now, but doesn't matter. It seems to take forever to get these things onto the computer. So, but the code is Twinsies with a lowercase t, Twinsies 50 for half off. I will be, and if you tune into Jen the Uncreative Crafter, Two Tangled Skeins with Sue and Lynn, Sarah Nova Crafts podcast with Jessica. All of them will be doing giveaways of the pattern as well in the next upcoming week. So this week Jen will be announcing a giveaway, then the following week Two Tangled Skeins, and then the following week the Canadian Knitter, and then the following week Sarah Nova Crafts. So all those places will be giving it away, and I will put that in the show notes as well. So, and then I will be offering a giveaway after all those giveaways go. So. Or maybe I don't know, maybe I'll wait until closer to Christmas or Thanksgiving and make it a holiday giveaway. I don't know. If you are part of the Knit and Chat Facebook group, I plan on posting it on Saturday as well for a 50% off, with a half off code. So I haven't set the code yet, but if you catch this before Saturday, they have their self-promotion Saturday. You can join the Knit and Chat Facebook group. It's knitting only. So they're very strict with that. So, but I will post a coupon code for that pattern for half off as well on Saturday, October, what would that be? I don't know, 14th. It's the 14th, October 14th. So, go over to Facebook and join the Knit and Chat group, and you can get the half off then. So, in news of the retreat, I've gotten about 9 to 11 interested members or people that said they would like to would be interested in attending something like that, and I need 12 to book the house, so that's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty. I'm sure I could get a couple more people in there if needed. So I'm gonna go ahead and contact the owner and get some more information, get some more details on deposits and all that stuff and how that works, and refunds if something comes up, etc. Just figure all that out. And yeah, I'll post more information. I'll start another thread, or I'll update my Ravelry thread, and I'll tag you guys that said you were interested in there. So stay tuned for that. So maybe next spring, summerish, we can have a fun retreat. So I'm excited about that. So that's it for podcast news. Let's move right into knitting. So works in progress. I'm still working on my second shawl design. I've kind of just been picking it up and doing a few rows here and there. And I'm still working on my braided headband, even though I already posted the pattern. So if you're interested in I don't have it. I think I showed it last time. I don't remember. If you're interested in a little braided I-cord headband, the pattern is free on Ravelry as well. Just look under my Cat Lady Designs or Andrea Choate. I don't know exactly how it's searchable, but I think both would be searchable. So yeah, those are technically works in progress, but I haven't touched them. So, but what I am actually working on, are Christmas socks, Mom Edition. So, if you recall last time, which we'll get to that, I was working on Christmas socks, Husband Edition. Hint, they're done. So now we're on to my sock. Just a standard vanilla sock pattern, size 0, Chai-Goose. I have my recipe down pretty well as far as I do row by rows. So cast on 20, increase to 60. I do 75 rows, fish lips kiss heel, and then I'm going to do 50 rows of stockinette and then 60 rows of ribbing, I think. And that seems to give me the length I like and the amount of ribbing I like, because I like a little bit of a longer sock. These will be our Christmas socks, and they are in the Plymouth Happy Feet in the jewel mix color. But I thought, red, green, and gold, perfect for a subtle Christmas. So oh shoot, I didn't put them on the blockers. That brings me to my finished objects, which are my husband's Christmas socks. And again, same pattern, vanilla sock. I'll just put one of them on the blocker. Vanilla sock, no fish lips kiss heel. Still don't have his recipe right. Like, I've kind of based it off of what I did for the last socks. And his I cast on 40, because he's got a much wider foot. I have a very narrow foot. So I cast on 40, increased to 68. Boy, I have it all written down in Ravelry. I don't remember off the top of my head. Then I did 75 rows, fish lips kiss heel, and I don't remember, 40 rows or something. And then, because he doesn't mind if it's a little shorter. And then like 10 rows of ribbing. Well, this one's not holding up on his foot, on his leg as well as the last ones, even though I did the same amount of ribbing. So I feel like he probably needs more ribbing too. I just don't like doing the ribbing, so I always kind of, if I can get away with not doing as much, I don't. But I like it, so I know I like it, so I know I need it. He said he was fine with the last socks, which had only the short little bit of ribbing, so I went with it again. But now he's like, they kind of slouch, so maybe they'll firm up a little bit after they are washed. I mean, they've been soaked and blocked, or soaked and dried. I don't block them officially on the blockers because I don't want them to stretch out. I kind of want them to shrink up a little bit. So maybe a toss in the dryer for a few minutes will shrink them up. But they're both done. He can't have them till Christmas. He keeps asking for them. I told him once I get all 4 of them done and we get a picture, then he can have them. So, however, I am flip-flopping on whether or not to make the kids socks. I probably will, but Emily's very particular about her feet and her socks. So in general, she just hasn't been very receptive to hand-knit socks. I've made her a couple pair, and she's kind of like, she's excited about them. She'll wear them once, and then she won't wear them again. David, on the other hand, has been in love with my hand-knit socks. He loves wearing his special socks, but now all of a sudden they're too tight when he puts on his shoes. Hasn't had this problem before, but now they're too tight. So now he's getting all weird with his feet, just like his sister. So I can't win, but most of his socks have either been Emily's hand-me-down, so they're big, or I've made them a little bit bigger so he can grow into them. So I figure I want him something that he can wear for more than 2 seconds. Well, so of course they're a little bunchy when he puts it in his shoe, and most of them are tube socks though, so he can kind of pull them up, but still, he still gives me a hard time. So if I make them, I have to make them fitted. So there will be a one-year use only, I guess. Because right now, yeah, David still wears his last year's Christmas socks, but they're definitely snug, and those ones actually he wore without complaining. So yeah, if I make them fitted as their foot is now, they'll probably wear them. So yeah. I talked with Jen, and she's like, "Well, how about you make mittens or something else, make a headband, something, bow tie with the yarn," which I could. So they'd have the matching that. But I don't know. I like the matching socks. I like the picture we get with the matching socks. So, if I just do it all for the picture, I don't know. That's silly. So, and they're so quick to knit, like just little tube socks. It's not like they take a lot of time. So I don't know. I'll probably just end up doing the socks. That's it for knitting. So on to spinning. During my procrastinating, we're not necessarily knitting while procrastinating, but procrastinating my knitting, I started my spinning. I was working on my Turkish spindle. I currently don't have any whips, as far as like nothing is on the Turkish right now, because I made myself stop so I could get my knitting done, because I was getting addicted to these little minis. So my finished minis, I have 5 of them. So this is the Into the World odds and ends. It was like 20 or so little bits of fiber, about 1/4 of an ounce each. They vary. So some are 1/8 of an ounce. Some are, I think 1/4 of an ounce seemed to be the largest though. So all in between. And so I put them on my Turkish one at a time. And I decided, come on, focus. You know, focus? I don't know. I ended up, and the first one I did, I think I spun all my singles and then I chain plied, because I wanted to keep the color, kind of, all these like color. It seems to be the way these are dyed, they're all very mottled kind of colors. That seems to be the best way to keep them from getting all muddy when you spin them is to chain. And it keeps kind of some of the color chunks together. And so far I like all of these. But anyways, so the first one I spun all the singles and then I removed the center pole, little ball, and chain plied. The rest of them though, I did ply on the fly because I thought it'd be fun. And it has been. So I might go back and forth between those two techniques, but as long as they're all chain plied. They average about 20 to 30 yards per mini, it seems, if I'm counting right. I'm not being very specific in measuring, so. And yeah, so I'm happy with these. I'm going to bring my spindle with me to Rhinebeck so I can work on that project, because I don't know, it's a good size travel project, and I'll probably be working on socks. So all those will be my projects. I do want to cast on another Twinsies shawl, so I might do that. I was thinking, I need to look at the yardage, but I was thinking my Fiber Optics handspun gradient, I don't know if I have enough yards. So I'll either have to adapt the pattern to make it a little bit smaller, or go up my needle size maybe, make it just airier. So we'll look into that, because I'm not sure if I spun that thin enough, because I chain plied it. So that's all I got for spinning. So yeah, so on to Halloween costumes. So kind of sewing / other craft. Me and Emily are being characters from the video game Splatoon. So this is what an inkling looks like, an inkling girl. So she's got little tentacle hairs, she's got some sporty clothes, and she's got a little ink tank on her back, and she's got these are little squirt guns, but obviously we didn't want to do the gun thing because she can't take that to school or anything, so they also use, I don't think any of the samples have it, they also use paint rollers. Usually they're like giant sized paint rollers that the goal is to ink your turf. So, but in fun fashion we decided we would do just regular size paint rollers. So here's our weapon, our paint roller. I spray painted it, and yeah, the spray paint's already coming off the handle, so I think I'm just going to have to get some tape on there to tape it on. But the actual roller part's doing just fine. So yeah, I just spray painted a paint roller. So we got Emily's. Oh, we got mine. So she's pink, I'm purple. And then of course you saw my hat last time, so there is my hat. So here is Emily's hat, which, again, we match. She's messed with hers so much, though. Her stuffing keeps kind of falling out of the pieces. So I might have to kind of shove it in there and then, I don't know, sew. I don't really want to sew it because I don't want it to look, I don't want to see the awkward line, so I don't know. I'll just have to keep playing with it. It's only got to hold up for 1 or 2 more days. So, and she doesn't care. So this I might end up being her winter hat for the year because it's pretty warm because it's a double-lined fleece. So there's her hat. And then I had to get the tanks. So from a distance, this looks good. If you look at it up close, it's pretty wonky. So I sliced the 2-liter in half. Spray painted taped a line and spray painted the inside. And then trying to reattach the hat, the two halves was near impossible. So this one, I mean, it's okay, but if you start looking at it up close, it looks pretty wonky. I tried just taping it, but I couldn't get it on straight, so then I hot glued it. And this one was fine with the hot glue, but then as the glue got hotter, it melted mine. Which, again, is not noticeable after the tape's over it, but it's on there a little funky. And then I went to the library and used their Cricut and cut out some vinyl for the little markers, and then if you can see the little red one, you can see it better in mine. That's just a little piece of red tape. And then red tape on the lids. Yes, you cannot paint with acrylic paint pop lids. It just flakes right off. So lesson learned. So those are our tanks. And then I just put fleece straps on the back. Again, if I was to do this again, like if I was doing it like more like serious cosplay, you know, I'd do things a lot different, but it's just a Halloween costume. So then our shirts. Again, I went to the library and used the Cricut. And yes, everyone, when we were walking around, was like, what's your shirt say? It does not say anything. It's Splatoon gibberish. Let's see, I think the boy, let's see, the girl, nope, I thought one of them was wearing the shirt, but the opposite. Let's see. She is, but you can't see it. She's wearing the shirt under there, but white. But it's blocked by her squirter. But this is an actual shirt that you can choose in the game, at least in the Splatoon 1. Maybe not Splatoon 2 yet. So there was Emily is a 9. And boy, I'm loving using the Cricut. That is a fun machine. That's cool. You can I just make my own files here and bring it into the library with the material. It's just kind of cool. So I might actually invest in getting a Cricut mat because the mats there are pretty worn because they've been used and abused, and maybe a blade just to have my own blade. And yeah, just go up to the library and use their machine because you know it's a $250, $300 machine depending on the model and where you get it. But and I got no place to keep it, so yeah, it's nice to be able to just use theirs. But if I just bought my own accessories, I get my mat and get my own blade and just get my material and just run up there. It was pretty easy to use. You know, and I go up on like a Tuesday morning. There's nobody there, so it's not like I'm waiting. So that was our Halloween costumes. And then lastly, in other crafts, in the same vein, I made, since I had I ended up buying some extra vinyl because it was I had a half-off coupon at Michael's, and so I made myself a shirt. So now I have like a real deal podcast shirt. So not that my other one wasn't nice, but it was nice. It was my bleach spray shirt, which it was kind of hard to read. It was kind of dark. So you ain't gonna have trouble reading this one. And it's my signature yellow that I've been using on my cards and buttons and stuff. So, and I put the little yarn ball, which, oh my gosh. Okay, if I do this again, which I probably will, I will not use this exact yarn ball for the O. I will not, because weeding out those little tiny bits, oh yeah, that was not fun. So I will make those more solid bits. I cut it out pretty well though. So, but yeah, no, we don't want to do that again. So this is my shirt. I don't know if I'm going to wear it to Rhinebeck or not. It's a little obnoxious, so we'll see. And supposedly you should be able to wash these. I don't dry my clothes in general because they shrink, so I'm not going to dry them. Just to keep that vinyl lasting. And I will insert a picture here, but I made a sticker for my car. So once I get my license plate, I'm gonna have my license plate, and then I got my sticker. So my Jim's like, I'm never driving your car again. So, and we were talking, probably not anytime soon, but we were talking about getting a new car. So for me soon, just because it would be nice to have some extra space for kids and their friends and stuff. Because I can literally, with the car seats in there, I can fit one adult and my kids. That's it. So no carpooling for me. But because I'm like, I just put the sticker on there. But I got more vinyl, I can make another one. Okay, so that's all for the crafting. So if you are not interested in hearing how my hectic life goes, then you can stop now. 20 minutes, not bad, 21 minutes. But if you are interested in listening to me ramble, then have a seat and keep listening. So it is life in review time. Since I last recorded, so it's been 2 weeks. I've been trying to do weekly, but obviously, this is about if I would have recorded last week, I wouldn't have had nearly as much to show. So, this worked out anyways. Oh, no stash this week. Sorry. Yeah, I'm saving up for running back, so no stash. Besides Cricut vinyl, which I don't need to see that. So anyway, since I last recorded, I've been busy. There's been lots of things going on at school to volunteer for. So last 2 Wednesdays ago, I went into Emily's classroom and helped them with math flashcards with the kids, and then right after that went to David's classroom, and they have things called centers, which they were really like little crafts. So we made little crafts in groups, and they rotated, and it was fun, but it was like draining. So I did that, and I go back and do that again this week. So, and I purposely signed up for both classes in the same day, so I'm not going up to the school every day. So even though it would probably feel a little less hectic to do them separately, it's just nicer to do them together. 2 weekends ago was the Cider Mill Crawl 9 that I mentioned, and yes, she's been doing this for 9 years. I have only been doing this for 5, so I met this girl who plans these on The Knot, which is the wedding planning website. So back in 2007, we met chatting on chat boards for wedding planning. And she started, in 2008, she started doing these crawls. I'm not sure why. I don't know if I think she started it with like a group of friends that got real close, but then she started kind of opening it up to other girls. And for some reason, I don't know if I just couldn't make the earlier ones or what, but I popped in at number 5, and I've been pretty gung-ho I mark my calendar early and get on her to plan a date so I can go. So yeah, usually she picks 3 to 4. I always encourage 4 because I like to go to all the cider mills. So we went to 4 this year, and they kind of are usually all in the same general area. So we try to pick a general area to just kind of bounce through. We go to all 4, and I'll put in some pictures. And we taste the cider, we taste the donuts, and then we come back to her house, and we taste the cider, and we taste the donuts again, and then we vote on which ones we like the best. Sorry, got some sinusy ick going on. So I came home with like way too many cider and donuts, if that's such a thing. Too much cider and donuts, I don't think so. We ate them all and drank it all within a week, so I want more. And yeah, it's funny because the weather varies. Like some of them, I remember being some bundled up in my winter gear. I remember one of them it rained, and then this year it was like hot. So it's funny what the weather does. But we trudge, rain or snow, we trudge through. So far, no snow, just cold. We've had really cold. So then last week was another crazy week at school. So last Wednesday, the kindergarten classes went on a field trip to another cider mill. So we had another cider and donut. Just one though, one cider, one cup of cider, and one donut. But yeah, so as a parent chaperone, I was in charge of my child and another child. Some parents had like 3 or 4, so I was lucky that I only had 9 and one other. Because even that, I mean, the kid was really good, but boy, he was like here and there, and I want to go here, and I want to go there, and there were so many places to go. Like they had the petting farm area, they had the playground area, they had the hay maze, and they had like a hay mountain. I put in some pictures too of David. And so trying to keep both kids on target and in the same place was like crazy. And it was a pretty busy day, so it was from like 9 until like 1. I didn't get home until probably almost 1:32 because it was a bit of a drive. But it was fun. I was glad I was able to go. And then Friday was Fun Run Day, which the Fun Run is typically their fundraiser for the year. That's the one fundraiser they do for the school. And this year they did an obstacle course, which was so fun. I mean, the kids had a blast, and it was just fun. It was something completely different than the kids are used to, and it was really, they did a really good job. However, the weather did not cooperate. It was rainy, it was cold, but each class wasn't out there for very long, so everyone was fine. But I, on the other hand, was out there all day, so I came in at 9 to volunteer because I wanted to help, but I didn't want to volunteer during the kids' run because I wanted to watch the kids run. So at 9, I came in and volunteered, and then Emily came in around noon, or it was like 11:30. So volunteered for the first half, and then Emily came in, and I followed her around and got pictures, and I put in pictures, lots of pictures today. And then after that, I went to lunch because I was like burnt out by then. David didn't come outside until 1:45, so I went to lunch, and I came back, and I volunteered some more since I was there. It was pointless to go home. So volunteered some more, and then I watched David at 1:45. So I didn't leave the school until 2:30. So they gave me like a half an hour, 45 minutes of quiet time before the kids came home. Because some people were taking their kids home. I'm like, no, they can stay. They can stay the extra half an hour, and give me some time just to relax. And yeah, they came home, and I'm like, okay, just go play. Do whatever you want. I really don't want to. I don't want to move. So Saturday, and then I started to feel sinusy, and I'm blaming the weather, blaming this like hot, cold, and being outside in that all day, in the cold, rainy all day. So we lounged around most of Saturday, and then we decided to go to the mall for dinner because I got a coupon from the Rainforest Cafe for my birthday. So we went to the Rainforest Cafe for dinner. We went to the aquarium. I stood in line at Children's Place for like an hour trying to return some things. Yeah, I don't like going shopping at the mall on Saturday, but dinner and aquarium were fun. We got a volcano, which is one of those like ice cream brownie things. They stick the sparkler in, and they sang to me, so that was fun. Yeah, so we signed up for this card for the Rainforest when it was the Rainforest Cafe card. It was like $10 flat rate for forever. So you just pay the $10 and you get it forever. And when you sign up, you get a $25 gift card to use just for signing up. So I mean, why not? And then you get $25 every year on your birthday. And well, it switched over, and I don't know if that happened. Maybe that happened after it switched. So it's like right after we signed up, like a year later, it switched over to Landry's, which is the parent company of like a ton of restaurants. So yeah, I still have this Landry's card, and every year I get my $25 to spend at a Landry's restaurant, which we always go to the Rainforest Cafe because that's the only one, that's nearby and kid friendly, and you can get a volcano. So yeah, it's way overpriced, but when we got $25 to spend, it's not as bad. So yeah, Saturday wasn't too bad, but I was just, as the day progressed, I was feeling worse and worse. So I went to bed early, and then Sunday woke up still feeling kind of crummy, but we had to go to Huckleberry Railroad for Halloween, and I was fine. I just kind of blew my nose all day, but we had a good time with that, and I will enter some more pictures in, lots of pictures. But yeah, me and Emily had our costumes on, and then David and Jim were Mario and Luigi, so that was cute. I didn't get as many pictures as I usually do, but I think I just was feeling kind of so. But we went with Jim's parents and his sister and family and everything, so it was a fun time. We take a train ride, we do trick-or-treating, and then afterwards we always go to Frankenmuth, and I always have a coupon for my birthday dinner. So yeah, I get lots of fun coupons for my birthday month, so I'm signed up to all these clubs and stuff. So I got my free chicken dinner, which his parents paid for it, so it was going to be free anyways, but I couldn't taste it, because by then my sinuses were so blocked I couldn't taste my food. So I can, like, if I blew my nose hard enough, I could get a little sliver of a taste of it. So that was kind of a bummer. But I was able to taste the leftovers yesterday. So I had a little bit of chicken and some of the coleslaw and beans that I liked yesterday for lunch. And they also gave me a little cake, but I saved that, so I still have the cake. So we need to eat that when I can fully taste again, which I'm still like 50% taste. So everything I can taste it. My cat's playing with my sweater. I can taste it, but not like 100% taste it. But let's just say we're getting this out of the way before Rhinebeck, right? No, we're not going to have any ickies at Rhinebeck. We're gonna be good. So that was Huckleberry Railroad, and at Huckleberry Railroad we had another cider and donut. And guess what? I still want more cider and donuts, so I can't get enough. And here we are, another week. It's Tuesday. It's still early in the week. Tomorrow is another volunteer day. I am headed to karate in about an hour this morning. So they have an afternoon class that they kind of do for the homeschool families. But I am going to the PTC, which is the Parent Teacher Committee, tonight at the school. So I will not make karate tonight. So I am able to go this afternoon, which is nice. And I might pop in the afternoons more often if I can. So I will be headed out to karate soon, and then tonight is the PTC meeting. This weekend I'm shooting a wedding with my friend who I've helped out in the past. I like helping her. I'm nervous though. I always get nervous, and I haven't done it in a while. It's like I don't do it regularly, so it's like there's so much time in between shoots that I kind of like get nervous all over again. Like if I did it regularly, it would be more. I'd feel more confident. But hey, acting a little crazy. I'm jumping. I'm also in the midst of the student directory, which it's very important. I go to the PTC meeting tonight because I have a lot of questions. But as soon as I get things clarified, I think, and get some help, I have a couple people that are offered to help, so I could use one or two more people that can help me out to spreadsheet stuff. I think that'll go okay, but yeah, I'm a little it's not really over my head, but it's definitely I've never done this before, so I don't know how things are supposed to be laid out and how many. If we have I know we have a budget, and I kind of have been talking back and forth with the printer, but I don't want to go over budget. Come on, hey, get out of there. I don't want to go over budget. I don't want to screw things up. But once I get it taken care of this year. Sorry, my cat is distracting me. Once I get everything organized this year, then I will gladly take this on every year for the next 5 years, however long David's there, as long as we're not redistricted again. So yeah, that's what's going on. And 10 more days until Rhinebeck. So yeah. I'm freaking out, so I'm going to try to record next week just for a quickie going to Rhinebeck podcast. Again, if you're going, I will be handing out 50% off coupons for the Twinsies shawl. Hey! Seriously. He's peed behind there before, so I got to watch him. Yeah. You're trouble. And he's wandering. He's like pacing, so it makes me nervous. Time for some Prozac. What do you think? Yeah. Okay, I gotta wrap this up because he's freaking me out. Sit down. So 10 more days till Rhinebeck. Find me. I will probably have on some cat ears of sorts. I bought some little clip-on cat ears this year I was gonna try, or I'll just have my headband, whatever. So look for the girl in the cat ears. It's the weather looks like, it's still far out, but the weather right now looks like it's going to be 70s, which is not crisp, cool fall weather. Not hand knit sweater weather, which I'm not wearing a sweater, but I'll probably be wearing my Twinsies shawl. I was going to pack my triangle knit giant shawl that me and Jen knit as well. That's in case it's cold. At this rate, it is not going to be cold. So you can't trust the weather that far out either. So, silly boy. So yes, if you come find me, come find the girl with cat ears. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. I will be at the Podcaster Meetup. I probably will just be sitting on a blanket knitting. I'm not going to really kind of wander around too much because, I don't know, it's a little overwhelming and not that many people know me. So there's lots of big people there, so I'm just gonna hang out and people watch probably with my little gang, and if anyone wants to come find me, just look for the girl with cat ears on the blanket. So hopefully I'll pop in. I plan to pop in next week just for a quickie, see what else, maybe I'll have some other things done, maybe not, but I will hopefully pop in next week before I leave. It's crazy. I can't believe it. I'm not ready. I just feel like I'm not ready. So, but I appreciate you for tuning in, and I hope you all get to craft all the things and have a good week.